when you first get together, everything is new, everything is different. And the human brain is actually programmed to wake up to novelty. Nature wants us to pay attention to something new and different long enough to decide whether it's a friend or a foe. So we're really programmed to look at new things, different things, something that catches our attention because it's out of the ordinary. That's why a new shirt looks more interesting than one you've worn, 39 times, even though the old one is more expensive and maybe fits you better. So here's the key, and this is a very practical idea, a practical suggestion. Doing what you're doing, no matter how good it is, eventually will become commonplace. If you long for that in-love feeling, you've got to do something different. You've got to wake up the brain. You've got to insert some novelty. I mean, just exactly what we were talking about earlier. If you're the type of person that's gone on record as saying, I don't like fill in the blank, football, movies, going shopping, whatever, initiate it. Initiate it and go with a good attitude. I mean, that would get your partner's interest. It can be these little activities, just these changes, just noticeable differences, J&Ds, just the little things. It doesn't have to cost money, but it's making you more of a mystery. I say relationships are much, much more difficult to maintain in this day and age because of two main reasons. One is the expectations are higher. Never before in history have we expected romantic love to last forever. That's a brand new phenomenon. That's a brand new expectation. So one is the expectations are higher, and number two, the temptations are greater. We have more stressors, life is more complicated, and for the first time in human history, unmarried people are spending an inordinate amount of time together. People who are married or committed to someone else are now out and about and mingling, and never before in our history has that happened. Men and women, and women and women, and men and men just didn't, they hung out with their tribes, they hung out in their small villages, they hung out with people to whom they were related, or in their big family or extended family. This is the first time we're spending this inordinate amount of time with other people to whom we're not married or related or committed. So the temptations are much higher, as well as the stressors are much higher. So I think we have to be more vigilant. And if you're looking for excitement, well, first of all, you might one of the I just call it an ace in the hole for passion is to do something that you look forward to doing it. When you're doing it, you lose track of time. It challenges you both. It gives you energy. And when you're doing it, you say, yes, this is so much fun. We're going to do this again. We're going to do it more often. If you can find an activity that meets those 5 criteria, let me say them again, that you look forward to it, you anticipate it. Number 2 is you lose track of time because it's so absorbing. Number 3, it challenges you. Number 4, it gives you energy. And number 5, it's congruent. You say, yes, this is exactly what I've been looking for and we've been needing. And whether that's gardening or dance lessons or backgammon or whatever it is, or watching a silly new reality show, whatever it is, you've got to keep vigilant. If you want that excitement, if you long for being in love, then you're going to have to work at it. My definition of work is doing what you're not inclined to do. See, all of this novelty came without effort in the beginning. And because it came without effort in the beginning, it's easy to jump to the conclusion and believe that it will always be this effortless and it will always be this much fun and exhilarating and get all those dopamine receptors firing off. You're going to have to work at it. Doing what you're not inclined to do, you're going to have to be proactive.